What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to dig into my quad and glute session. Last week it buried me and I'm excited to take you guys into it. We're going to train the quads and the glutes through their entire range of motion. There's going to be movements that emphasize the shortened position. There's going to be movements that emphasize the lengthened position. Like I said, it's brutal and I'm excited to take you along with me. We're kicking off today's session with the leg extension, and we've got 3 sets of 6 to 8 repetitions. I'm going to probably start with my first set being 8, and I'll titrate my way down to that 6. How I'm going to be assessing from an intensity standpoint, I'll be taking that final set to failure, so I'll be showing you guys exactly what that really looks like and really pushing myself to that state of failure in here, and I really enjoy pushing to failure in exercises that are going to be in a little bit more of a stable environment where I can get maybe some partial reps and maintain tension. So be ready for that one. A common mistake individuals make in the leg extension is generating too much momentum out of the bottom. And a tool that we're able to have when utilizing the prime leg extension is taking a band and eliminating the possibility of creating that momentum. So we take that band and loop it around this back peg. We loop it under the loading legs and then onto this third peg, which is going to eliminate the possibility of that momentum and allows for us to really have a great emphasis of that fully shortened position of the quad, which is our entire goal of the leg extension. You gotta keep in mind I'm squatting after this. See, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like some of the most recent content I put out, people are underestimating my intensity from a training standpoint. I feel like this is a time for me to really set the record straight. We've got a standard here, and I hope to expose that during this session. One of the big things in the leg extension is staying stable in the seat. And that's why I like to use my Versa grips when getting into heavier sets, because you're trying to pull yourself really hard into the seat and you can get into a place where you're just not having enough strength. So this allows for you to be as strong as possible as you're working through heavier sets. That's why I only do 3 sets. That was a rough one. I'll have to watch the clip there, but I think I got like 8 solid with like 3 partials. I'll take it. Moving into the second exercise is going to be a safety squat bar squat. Now, this is not any just regular safety squat bar. This is the Prime Super Squat Bar. And we have a video on this bar specifically. Click up here if you want to check that out. Now, to make this even more quad biased, we're going to use heel wedges. And by using the heel wedges, this allows for us to not be limited by any immobility with our calf. And so many of you may be feeling as though in your squat that it's very difficult to maybe get to parallel or to have a high degree of knee flexion. And so by elevating those heels, this eliminates any tightness that you may experience through your calf and allow for us to get a greater range of motion, as well as allowing for us to have more knee flexion. And when I talk about knee flexion, just think about getting the hamstring to the calf. If you feel like that's something that you struggle with in your squat, elevating your heels with a wedge like this will allow for you to probably have a greater range of motion. For this exercise, I have 4 sets of 6 to 8. Just like I did in the leg extension, I'm going to titrate my way down in repetitions as I increase the load and overall intensity of the set. Now, my final set of this is also going to be taken to failure, just as it was within the leg extension, but it's gonna be a little bit different. In the leg extension, I was able to reach absolute failure and work through partials and really push myself because it's a more stable environment. With this back squat, absolute failure probably isn't my best option, as I'm probably going to have a greater likelihood of injury getting partials at the bottom of this squat. So what we're going to use here is mechanical failure, as soon as I start to see breakdown in form and don't feel as though that I can perform another repetition, I'm going to rack it, and that's going to be considered failure. Do I want to add a 10? Do I want to go to the 25? Hey, rock on it. Song stinks. All right, my quads are done. Quad training over. That was rough. Now we move into the leg press. And this is going to be much more hip dominant. So our goal within that safety bar squat was to create a ton of knee flexion and have that quad bias. Now we're going to move into the leg press, which is not going to be loading my spine. Something you want to pay attention to when you're structuring your training is how often you're loading your spine through your session so that you have the recoverability to be able to hit legs again, maybe in 48 or 72 hours. So we're going to move into the leg press and have a greater hip dominant approach and foot placement to get the most for our glutes in the leg press. Okay, that's definitely a working. This is going to be a working set. Yep, set one. My legs are so swollen right now. I can feel it. Just so much inflammation around my legs right now. 2.5 exercises in. I really do feel a lot better when I do it. Meditation and yoga, super hard, super hard. I am so out of place in those classes. It is one of those things that I can hold my own going into any gym. I feel comfortable, but going into a yoga class, people look at me like double take every time. And I'm like, I am here to take this serious. Very serious. Just as serious as you are. I'm not here to make fun of it. I know I may look like it because I'm Bambi out there, but I promise I'm taking it serious. Okay. Oh, that's heavy. Oh, all right. I don't have a whole lot of brain cells left after this one. Like going into full flexion makes makes my legs tremble. I'm trying to like fully flex my quads, all right. Oh my gosh. Okay. I can sit. That's pretty decent. That's not too bad. I can feel it though. Definitely more than I would normally feel, just a body weight air squat. But we're done with the leg press and now we're moving into the Smith machine glute bridge. We've got 3 sets of 10 to 12 here. We're gonna be pushing ourselves, taking the last set to failure. So for the entire session, we've had 4 total sets to failure. That is more than sufficient. When performing the glute bridge, this is my favorite option to be in a vertical bar path Smith machine. I like this because it adds a layer of stability that is necessary when we're trying to get those glutes fully shortened, especially as we've already gone through 3 exercises that are pretty challenging to some of those stabilizing muscles. And now getting into the fully shortened, I'm gonna need the greater stability. So the Smith machine is an awesome bet. The front end of this session was amazing. I lost steam about halfway through. After I hit the 315 on the safety bar, I was like, I'm right done. That's a wrap. 4 exercises, yes, just 4 exercises. And I promise you, push yourself to the level that you saw in this video, and this will be enough for your quad and glute training for the week. get after it and enjoy this session. If you have not already, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of this session, and I'll see you guys in the next video.